Today's story might be the craziest one yet. Hear this. A guy fell in love with a freelancer and continued to stay with her despite all the red flags. I'm not going to spoil anything further, just get straight into it. You're going to want to stick around for this one. So it all started 4 months back when I, a 27-year-old male, went on a 2-day foreign trip to Phuket with my office colleagues. I met this girl, 25-year-old Thai local on Tinder, who I paid for sex. She came to my hotel and we had a good time. On Tinder, she told me that she works in sex and stuff like that, and that people from my country are not good at giving money, so she will need money in advance, etc. But when she came to my room, she asked me how many girls I fucked before. I said she wouldn't believe me if I tell her. I said, you are the second girl. I asked the same thing to her, and she said the same thing to me, that I won't believe her if she tells. She said I am her first paid sex client. I know you must have noticed the contradiction. The following day, we talked on chat. Now here is where I may have started messing up. So long story short, I wanted to be with her again and take her out for dinner. But she did not want to go out with me and kept making excuses that she is dieting. And later that night she invited me to her place, but asked me how much I would pay her. I got really mad at her, thinking that something was between us, and I told her this. Then I stopped talking to her. But late at night, she texted me saying that since it's my last day in Phuket, she does not want to spoil my holiday and invited me to her home. Though it's a different story. When I went to her place, she took the only money that I had. It's on the second day we expressed our liking for each other and how we should stay in touch with each other and maybe meet again sometime later. And it was her who initially expressed that she really likes me. I came back to my country, and we both talked only over Messenger. Things started to fall apart only 2 weeks later. Reason being that on the very first day in Phuket, I had told her that I would be getting married within 2 years because of family pressures. And the girl has to be from my religion, not my preference, but, again, family pressures. She used this reason as an excuse to say that I do not love her and that I am just playing around with her, though she knew the marriage thing from day one. This was not true, because I truly loved her, though I may have just put forward a very wrong impression by saying the marriage thing. So to make things right, I offered her a trip to Singapore, just to show her that I still care about her and that I still want to be with her. She was reluctant and refused initially, and I had lost complete hope that I would be seeing her again, because she did not reply for 3 days. But a few days later, she messaged me saying she will come with me to Singapore if I give her money for shopping, on top of all other expenses. I agreed. And from that day onwards, we started talking normally again. I even told her that I will do whatever it takes to be with her for life, even if that means resisting all the family pressures. I mean, my parents may agree after a hell lot of convincing. And she also expressed her desire to marry me after she finishes her college education. Now here's the problem. I don't think she is committed enough to me. Part of the reason is that I still think she engages in paid sex. She uses Tinder, and I know this because I can access her profile and her distance on the app keeps changing. The only bio she has mentioned is her Instagram account. So I keep telling myself that she is using Tinder to gain followers on Instagram. A lot of people do this these days. I got to know by reading about it online. Because most of her followers are foreign tourists, most of them have recent pics of Thailand. She even used Tinder sitting right beside me in Singapore. She doesn't know that I know, and she gained maybe 20-odd followers from Singapore. And she was with me for the entire time of our trip. So that reinforces my belief that she is using Tinder to gain followers on Instagram. I mean, why else will she use Tinder sitting beside me? But there are other reasons as well that I don't feel affection from her. She just does not let me in on her life. This one time she posted something on her Facebook wall in Thai, and I just asked her what it means. She just went mad and told me to not behave like her mom and stopped me to ask what she posts on Facebook. And there are more instances when she has told me that I'm not her husband yet, so I should give her some privacy. For the Singapore trip, I bought her an international SIM card, so she doesn't have to take the pain of searching for one. And she just went mad at me again, and told me that she has the right to her choice, and she will not use the SIM I bought, and again told me to not act like her husband. Though I had no such intention and just wanted her to have a hassle-free travel. I gave her so many gifts on the trip, took her to so many nice restaurants, expensive salon, nice tourist spots, etc. But I noticed that not even once she thanked me for it. She bought gifts for so many of her Thai friends from Singapore, with my money obviously. She just once said that she would buy a shirt for me, but then completely forgot about it later. I have to mention here that she is kind of addicted to social media, to the extent that when we used to eat out, she spent 15 to 20 minutes just posting her trip pictures and replying to comments she received on her trip pics while sitting at the table, while I used to wait for her to finish. I mean, the image she put forth was that the trip was meant to augment her social media posts about the trip, rather than spending time with me and getting to know each other. There are several occasions when I have told her that I miss her and I am thinking about her, but she never responds back by saying that she too misses me. Instead, she just sends a thumbs up. I think maybe it's not a part of their culture to reciprocate back to everything or show so much affection, but that's just another excuse for myself. I delude myself to the extent that just because she is getting an education, I keep telling myself that she cannot be engaging in paid sex. I have gone crazy to the extent that I even thought of hiring a private detective in Thailand. I haven't had a relationship for the past 9 years, and this one relationship has screwed me really. I know I am being a pussy, but I'm really into her even after so much. In fact, I just get obsessed with her at times. I will go on a crazy streak of stalking her social media/Tinder location to see if she is online or not, every hour or so when she does not reply to my messages. None of my friends know about my situation because I just don't have it in me to tell them that I'm dating someone who I paid for sex. And that's what messes up my situation even more, because I cannot talk to anyone about it. I have stressed out so much in the past 3 months about thinking if she is still engaging in paid sex or if she is really into me that I have lost 8 pounds of weight. Just because of the stress and overthinking, stopped learning piano, which I was learning before the relationship, messed up at my work too, and lost the enthusiasm to do anything good for myself in life. I know I am being delusional, and most of you will say that I need therapy. I just cannot move on from this messed up situation. Although I will admit that, deep down I have accepted so many things which earlier I could not, but I just don't dare to do the right thing for me. And I don't know why. The end, guys, be honest in the comments what you think about this guy. Is he making a mistake? Or is he doing the right thing? And if you have any stories you would like me to read out, feel free to email me. Details are given in the description.